Fam, what's up? My name is Bruce Allen. I'm a photographer here in Washington, D.C., the center of the world. And guys, last video I brought you to the Joe Biden celebration party in BLM Plaza here in D.C. And now I'm going to bring you to the Million MAGA March that also happened here in D.C. I took some photos, I took some video, and boy, did I see some crazy stuff. So without further ado, let's just get right into this video and show you what you missed out on. The whole morning of this march, I had a photo shoot literally a block away. So I just kept seeing them come across and I was like, you know what? Screw it. Let's make this video. Let's go take some flickies. So I'm gonna show you some of those. So here we are. This is right when I walked in. So my fashion editorial shoot had finished. I literally walked only a block over to this march and I come across this news anchor, and I guess she was from OAN, which is a right side or a conservative news anchor. And here we are. We got a guy with Jews for Trump in the front. We got a girl with all I want for Christmas is Trump. What's that sign say? I love Donald. If you don't like it, tough shit. Here's another shot of them. We got this guy in sort of this kind of like military style gear right here. Honestly, I don't know what they were saying. All right, and so after that, I break off and I start walking down the street. Now, this was great time for photography because it was like sunset and the Capitol wasn't behind everyone. So, you know, I got some pretty good flickies. I hate to say it, but these flickies turned out better than the Biden video. Also because I had better film developing. So here we go. Latinos for Trump. You know, I tried to capture things that were different and off-brand from what people thought of Trump, things that might throw you for a curveball. So seeing Hispanic ladies out there with Latinos for Trump was pretty surprising. So this photo, I loved this flag. It was just hilarious. Trump's face or his head on Sylvester Stallone's rainbow character. And if you look on the flag, it says, "No man, no woman, no commie can stump him." In this next photo, I just wanted to get a closer shot. Now, guys, all these photos, please don't politicize any of this stuff. Just look at this from an objective point of view. Whether you hate Trump or hate Biden, it doesn't matter. Let's just look at these and have some fun because I think there's a lot of comedy and just overall fun times to look at, you know, this unique point in history. Here we go. We got an African-American lady with her head down, just marching to the beat of her own drum, rocking the Trump flag. This is sort of a crowd shot I took just to kind of so you guys could get the scale and brevity of everything. All right, here we go. We got a nice little back shot. Nothing really special going on in this photo. Okay, now this is very interesting. Now, during my fashion editorial, while we were walking from the hotel to the location to get the model changed and everything, I saw this dude right here on the left. He's got a megaphone. He's got his phone out to record video. If you look, he's got mace in his right hand, right? So it's ironic because I saw him and this girl with a beanie right next to him. I saw them while we were walking back to the hotel, and I remember distinctly looking at them, and I said to them, I was like, "Hey, are you guys gays for Trump?" Because her and the guy were holding this gay flag, marching towards the Trump area, and it was just these two. And they were like, "No, try again," and they were kind of rude about it, and I didn't think much of it. We just kind of laughed and kept walking. They kept walking. So to see those two again here at the rally being yelled at was very confusing. We're gonna come back to him later because I got more footage, more videos of what escalated later in this this scenario. Here we go. We had a fun shot, which I thought was kind of cool. It was like a white guy GoProing with the black dude with the sign. It just kind of felt like an equality handshake. You never know if you're gonna get the moment. More kids on the Trump train. What's her? It says Trump 20 for 4 more years. You know, kids, they're highly impressionable. So this was really fun. I got to this certain part and there's this rapper just, I don't know if he's doing political raps or just rapping, but he's clearly pro-Trump, and everyone just gathered and everyone's just kind of vibing out. Here's another shot of him rapping. As you can see on his face, he's got Michael Myers and an AK-47 on the side of his face. So clearly this guy loves his guns, and Trump is pro-gun, so I can see why he's pro-Trump.
Now I'm on the verge of a meltdown. I should've known when I met her back at Midtown, at Dogwood, when I was going through a rough patch, but it's all good. I even told her about the dark times I had in childhood when we was driving off of I-10 in Kirkwood. Now all that time I never get it back. You wanted that, used to hate when I didn't wanna hang. I noticed that, used to talking about your ex Jake with your next Jack. Used to messing with them white boys, now she went black. Wait a minute,
All right. this is where it gets juicy. So remember the guy earlier that was getting attacked by the people at the Trump rally? So he had wandered off, and eventually the police had to protect him. So as you can see, he's here underneath the tree, and his clothes are ripped up. He was missing an eyeglass, and of course me getting all this content, I was like, let me get up close. And I love this shot of him looking at me, eyeglass missing, this Coke bottles, police officer protecting him. Look at his little titty out too. And it's just funny because you kind of know that like this guy was probably protesting anti-police. He might be part of Antifa, who knows? But you know, he's obviously on the other side who's anti-police, but now the police are protecting him. Irony at its finest, right? And also, can we talk about this corner right here? I don't know what to do with this corner. This corner, much like my beard that's coming in, I don't know what's going on. Any suggestions are appreciated. All right, let's keep going. Here we go. We got an FCNN sign. This is just classic. Orange man good, and he's got an orange shirt, a Trump mask on. That's just funny. Honestly, a lot of this, I was just laughing half the time at some of these people. This is Fraud Stop the Steal. She's got her face shield on with her mask, with her eyeglasses. You know, this is an iconic point in time. I loved this character wearing all silver with the Capitol behind him, just sort of looking at me. Here we go. This guy didn't know what was going on. He had the flag on a pole on a stick, which would look like a pike, and it kind of looks like a weapon. If you look at the top, there's a spear on it. That's a weapon. I just didn't notice that until now. This guy was walking around with an American flag weapon in flip-flops. Don't be that guy that gets stabbed by him. This one was funny, and everyone was kind of laughing at this. This guy has a Don Jr. sucks toes sign. And here we go. I was walking away from the Trump rally. I saw some Secret Service men going into the underground tunnels underneath the Capitol in Washington, D.C. Kind of spooky. Here we are. This guy's got his cross, his MAGA hat on, walking in the crowd. Now, these people were interesting. It was a group of dudes. I don't know if they were the Proud Boys or not, but they were pretty well formed. They were rocking this sort of organized, indicating flag behind them. And they were walking down the street, a big herd of them. So I just jumped out in front and tried to get some photos. Like I said, I don't think they were Proud Boys because they're not donning the Proud Boys. It's like a yellow symbol. And here we are. We're just going to expose Dominion software. I guess Dominion was the people who were counting the votes. Okay, so this was interesting. So I had left the rally and I was completely done with this video. I was like, oh, I got all the good content. But then I passed an Antifa gathering. And Antifa was literally 2 blocks away down the street, and this was at the beginning of their march. So right when I saw them, they had just started marching. And if you can see in this photo, it's so great because you got the Capitol in the background. You got all these Antifa people. This is an Antifa press. I don't know if she's specifically put herself in front of me. They have this ACAB sign right here, which stands for all caps are bastards. And then this lady's flicking me off. So she kind of knew what she was doing. What a photo moment. They have their own Antifa press sort of right here, wearing all black with this guy with shin guards, a baseball helmet, a face mask, and he's texting in a backpack. So this guy's ready for war. And in this shot, this is one of the first few shots I took. So this is the front of the march, and they have a sign that says punch a MAGA in the face. Their message is just to straight up punch any of those people in the face. All right, guys, well, that's all I got for the Million MAGA March. I can't believe something that took me literally 15, 20 minutes to do took me almost 2 days of editing. YouTube is ridiculous, all right? Y'all need to chill out with higher expectations for all these videos. Maybe it's just me. But that being said, I got some super bangers of videos coming up. I got the iPhone 12 versus my professional DSLR video coming up. That one was highly requested after my super viral iPhone 12 reaction video. And then after that, I'm gonna be taking you behind the scenes for what goes into professionally printing one of the most insane, most ambitious photos I've ever taken in my photography career. I am so excited. I can't wait. So like and subscribe so you don't miss any of this epic content I got coming up for you. Until the next video. Peace out. That's it. That's the angle. Oh.